This is Ian from In 30 Minutes Guides. I'm going to show you some things that Google Gemini struggles with, and let's get started with a few easy examples. Now, I'm in Google Gemini, just the ordinary stock version that most people have access to through their Gmail account. So when you're logged into Gmail, look for the Gemini symbol, which looks like a little star, or just search for Google Gemini. You should be able to come to something like this. It says enter a prompt for Gemini, and then you can choose the model that you want to use. So it's Gemini 3. Do you want a fast answer, or do you want it to think about it? So I've been using Gemini as a search alternative, and it's pretty good for search results, but a couple things it doesn't do very well at all. And the first thing that I find Google Gemini struggles with is recipe. So let's give an ordinary example for a recipe. What is a recipe for black bean soup? Okay. Now, the way that Gemini works is it's called a large language model, and basically it's gathering information from all over the internet to give you kind of a succinct answer to what it is. So it's giving me an answer here for black bean soup, and I know how to cook black bean soup already, and I'm seeing a couple things that are issues with this. Okay, some of this is okay, but a couple things I definitely do not agree with. One of them is the cook time. So it says the cook time is 20 minutes, and as someone who has cooked this dish many times before, I usually think it needs to be a bit longer than that if you want the beans to have a nice texture. Also, there's nothing here about actually blending the beans, and that's an option that a lot of people like to use because it makes it a kind of just, it's not as chunky as other types. And indeed, the issue that I have with a lot of these recipes that show up on Google Gemini is it will find these sources for recipes, and then sometimes it will mix the information together. And the information may not be that consistent with each other, or there may be some sort of asterisk attached to it. So I tried a couple. I like home cooking, and I've tried a couple recipes. But as I just showed you with this black bean recipe, sometimes it's not really good for giving context or giving variations or actually giving you an answer that may be better for what you're trying to cook. So usually when I make recipes, I almost always use a reliable source, either a cookbook or a very reliable recipe app. So recipes is one area that has a problem. Another area where I've seen Gemini have problems is when you're asking it about people who work at a big company or politicians. And the issue with this, when you're asking to, like when you're researching someone who works at a certain company, like the CEO, who is the CEO of Nestle? Okay, so it will basically grab the information, usually off of a corporate website. But the problem is sometimes it's getting information that has been massaged by public relations people, especially for politicians, but also sometimes for big corporate executives. I've also found sometimes if there's a company with more than one founder, it will leave out some of these people, and then I have to follow. You can follow up with Gemini, like you can ask a follow question. I don't see a mention of so and so, like what's up with that, and it will try to find information about that. But I found that researching people, especially in people from companies or politicians, is not really a good resource because it finds very one-sided sources of information and presents that in its summaries. Another thing that I have trouble with Gemini is making my writing sound personal. So the other day, actually, let me see if I can find I'm not going to show that. The other day, I asked Google Gemini to basically do a new bio for me that would appear on my website and some other places. And when I used Gemini to do that, it basically spat out a very generic looking summary of what my strengths are. And what I did is I copied and pasted in my resume. And I just found that it was very dry. It seemed impersonal. There were too many bullet points everywhere. It just didn't seem that good for that type of purpose, especially for me because I'm a publisher. Like, I want my writing style to show out. It didn't even prompt me to say, for me to upload a writing sample so it could provide something that looks like it was written by me. So I was a bit disappointed in that. And then finally, the last thing is for Gemini, which I've had problems with, is setting personal preferences. So like settings and help, there's some very basic things that you can do here, but like you can choose it from system. You can change the system setting to dark. Okay. But that's really minor stuff. What I want it to be able to do, for instance, is actually to erase certain activity that show up in my chat history. And I'll give you an example of that. This shows my chat history. Like if I wanted to erase that particular item from my chat history, there's no option to do it. I can pin it or I can rename it, but I can't erase it. And sometimes that might be kind of embarrassing. Like if people are looking over your shoulder, or maybe somebody else has access to your computer, you don't want everything like that showing up here on the left. But so far, there's no way to change that. And this brings me to the final comment on this issue with things that Google Gemini struggles with. Google Gemini actually improves quite a bit over time. I've been using this, I think, since Gemini 1.5 or 2.0, and now it's at Gemini 3.0. You can see it says Gemini 3. And actually, the change from Gemini 2.5 to Gemini 3, there were some major improvements, not only in the quality of the output, but also it got rid of things that were really irritating to me. Like Google Gemini 2.5, it used to praise me all the time. It would say, like I'd ask it a question, it would say, "Oh yes, very good question." "Oh, you're so perceptive." Like I didn't want to see that stuff. Yet Gemini was doing it all the time. However, now I see that it's not including that information, which is a good step. And I expect over time, all these things that I outlined that Google Gemini is struggling with, over time, I hope that it will actually those issues will be reduced or eliminated, because Gemini engineers at Google are certainly aware of this and they're trying to improve it. If you have any questions or comments about this, or you've seen some issues that you think Gemini struggles with, I'd love to hear it in the comments. So just leave a comment below, and also be sure to like this video or follow me on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching.